I can hear you. Well, I guess if they're not attacking, then we can just keep going.
Yep, it's getting fainter, which means we're getting further away. So let's...
It does actually make me wonder if the further we get into this game, if the enemies will eventually, like, evolve. So, like, the best example I can give is in the Spencer Mansion, you eventually had to deal with hunters. If, like, the demon dogs will evolve.
Oh, maybe.
And we'll have to deal with, like, humanoid remnants of Silent Hill.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I've seen games where there's trippy nurses, so it's entirely possible.
I know you're here.
Come out. Show yourself. I'll give you a cookie. Gee, Mr. Pterodactyl, what are you doing out of the Savage Lands? This just in. Magneto's responsible for Silent Hill.
Well.
Oh, hey. There you go.
And I mean, geez, who throws away a whole box of ammo without even making sure it's good? I mean, seriously.
Yeah, right? I mean, at least the Resident Evil 2 remake had an answer to this, where, like, if you found boxes that way, they probably weren't full. There we go.
Alright, let's see how many shots we've got left. 9 and 33. So we're good on the handgun ammo.
Jeez, with the way we're actually coming across ammo now, I wonder if we'll ever have to worry about using the lead pipe anymore.
Well, this could be one of those feast or famine sort of scenarios.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alright, so we're
getting
on
closer.
Block Street. Yeah, I mean, they name their streets after authors, and yet they have so many weapons.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Like, maybe the town was founded by a librarian.
Although, technically, I mean, if you watch shows like Castle, they kind of make out a lot of those authors to be, like, hunting enthusiasts, so...
Yeah. But then why would they name it after, like, people like Ray Bradbury?
Who probably isn't.
Yeah. It's like Ray Bradbury, Robert Bloch, maybe, but Ray Bradbury and Michael Bachman, which is Stephen King's pseudonym.
Yeah. Alright. This is never a good place to go to in a horror game, is a church.
Hi, Jeebus.
I had to think of it, whether or not it was real. Oh, hi, lady. It's okay, you can take the gum out of your mouth. For some reason, the model is just like...
Were you ringing that bell?
I've been expecting you. It was foretold by gyromancy.
What are you talking about?
I knew you'd come. You want the girl, right?
The girl? You're talking about Cheryl.
I see everything.
You know something. Tell me.
Stay back. Nothing is to be gained from floundering about at random.
Well, it worked well for us.
You must follow the path. The path of the hermit concealed by Flauros.
What? What are you talking about?
Here, the Flauros, a cage of peace. It can break through the walls of darkness and counteract the wrath of the underworld. These will help you. Make haste to the hospital before it's too late.
Wait! Don't go yet.
Okay, I just had a random thought in the middle of that cutscene. Is it just me, or did her outfit make her look like Sybil Trelawney from Harry Potter? Especially with the giant tie.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the Flauros.
Which is basically a giant D4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Drawbridge key. And
That's all I can grab.
okay, so I guess we follow her. Oh, good. She's the one that's been leaving us all the health drinks.
Yeah, but maybe not necessarily for us. Maybe it's just very forgetful. Maybe that's why it only does like mild stamina. It's just they're all missing.
Where
like,
is
sip.
that health drink that I had just 5 seconds ago? I guess I'll dig out another one.
Yeah, like she just opens it, takes a sip, forgets that she's opened one, and then we're just getting the backwash.
Ew. I have to think about that. Ew.
I mean, given what we've seen with this game,
It wouldn't surprise me.
yeah,
no.
that would be the least of our problems.
Lock is jammed. So do we technically go to her door?
Well, let's see.
Or the door she walked out of? It almost felt like she wanted us to follow her.
Yeah,
Oh.
likely.
Oh, wait. Do we have a whole new circle on the map?
Well, it didn't show the map screen per se, so maybe something will trigger once we've set foot outside.
Maybe.
But doesn't hurt to check, see if there's anything else worth grabbing that isn't nailed down.
Bible. Good point of reference there. It's just a Bible. You expected it to be something else? Won't open. It must be locked from the other. Okay, so she doesn't want us to go where she's going. So I guess we just gotta walk out, and then we'll probably get our next objective.
Likely. But at least we saved.
Mm-hmm. And if things get crazy, then things get crazy.
Alright, so let's check the map.
Okay, that big circle was what I thought it was, but no. It does make you wonder. Okay, so she gave us this. Oh, but she also gave us the drawbridge key.
Yeah, and so that probably is where we need to go.
Yeah. So I guess we follow to the edge of the street and see if that works.
Yep, so it looks like we gotta head back over to Elroy Street. And then there's the... Yeah, because, I see on the map there next to the gas station, the bridge control room.
Yep.
And it's a straight shot from here, so... We'll see if it actually lets us go straight, or if we have to go on yet another path of
And that's
spook.
where we were eaten by a group. Might as well be, yeah. Bird monster, dog monster, doesn't really matter. Monster!
Yeah, bird monster, dog monster,
Giant lizard.
giant lizard, Metal Gear,
Metal
Konami
Gear.
Man.
It would actually be funny to in a Silent Hill game to find a box that you could talk to. It's like, leave. You don't understand. I'm hiding from Metal Gear.
Yeah. I mean, especially considering the theory that Silent Hill changes for each person, makes you wonder what would happen if Snake were to enter Silent Hill. Like, how would it change based on his horror show of a psyche?
Oh, jeez, I don't know if I want to see that. Shopping district map. Okay, so we're going into Central Silent Hill now.
Yep, with even more literary references. You've got Crichton Street, Kuntz Street, Wilson Street, Sagan Street.
But not Carl Sagan. And actually, this is probably a good point to wind up because we are almost out of time.
Yeah. So we've made progress. It took an eternity, but we
Holy
made
crap,
progress.
we made a lot of progress. Yay for us.
Yay.
So when we come back, we're gonna step into Central Silent Hill.
And we are back. From what I can remember, since it's been a while, we
In the
got
guard station of hell.
in the guard station of hell, although not exactly in the hell dimension. We're basically approaching the bridge to Old Silent Hill.
I mean, like, this was basically Firewatch before Firewatch was a thing.
Hell, I haven't really played Firewatch, so I'll have to take your word for it.
Firewatch is basically you're like a park ranger out in like a Yellowstone kind of environment, even though it's based on real events. I don't think it's Yellowstone. And most of your time is spent in the park ranger tower.
Oh, this is
So there you go.
promising.
So,
There we go.
Wonderful darkness. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, welcome back, everybody. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and be honest with everybody. It's been another couple of weeks. And I think the main reason was we were both sick last weekend, right? That was what happened. I'm trying to think, was it snowing last week? It might have been.
Yeah, like it was snowing, but we were also recovering from various illnesses.
Yes. And since, frankly, you had crap to record.
Well,
and
yeah.
I had auditions to be able to do, and I knew I had a bunch of appointments for my kids that week. It was like, yeah, we're just not feeling right for this.
Yeah, because I still had to take care of the first 7 or 8 videos of Martial March, and then... Okay, there's...
Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, there's a health drink right there.
Yeah, if it'll let me grab it.
Yay!
Okay, and this must be the control for the bridge.
You gotta love that. One of the things I'm kind of noticing with Silent Hill as well as Resident Evil is you have to be just right on, like, pixel precision to be able to pick up items. If you are not exactly on that sparkle, you can't pick it up. And it's so freaking annoying.
Yeah, that's a carryover from, well, the adventure games of yore.
Yeah. Specifically the Sierra ones. The Sierra ones were really annoying with it.
Yep.
LucasArts tried to learn and kind of did.
Yeah, but there's a reason that we still use the term Sierra logic for when puzzles don't operate in a way that makes sense to a normal human.
To us humans. Yeah. It's Sierra Logic, it's Sierra Moon Logic, just Moon Logic in general. A lot of adventure games have that.
Yeah.
Oh, and we have an upbeat drum now. We're in the movie 300.
That would be a very weird but not unlikely crossover.
All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Leonidas looks at Henry and is like, "This is Sparta!" and then kicks him off the bridge.
Yeah, so that would be like another ending in the next HD re-release.
Did somebody get actually kicked into a well, really? In the series? That would be amazing.
Maybe. I'm sure it probably would happen. It just depends on whether or not Konami just... It'll probably be an ending in the pachinko game.
There you go. There you go.
Okay,
Oh my
so
gosh,
we crossed to the bridge, and we're on Sagan Street.
So, really quick, I want to clarify something. A couple of you guys reached out, and apparently we've been doing it bad, but I would like to point out in our defense, we have figured out that neither of us have played this game, and so we do not know where everything is, and therefore, please forgive please pardon our dust. But you guys did reach out and say that we missed a few items out in the Silent Hill map. So I've got a map up right now, and I've got all of the items, because the ones that we missed were like healing items that we were desperate for in the school. So so I have a map along with a strategy guide in place, so now we can actually kind of figure this crap out.
Yeah, and we're gonna kind of treat it like Whose Line Is It? Not Whose Line, like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, where it's basically a lifeline.
Yeah.
Where we only use it if we really get stuck.
Yeah, or if we really want like the health items, so that we can move on. Because the way that I understand this is we've got one more open map, and then we're in another building. And that's kind of where things are going to wrap up.
Yeah. I find it kind of weird that I'm basically dealing with a pterodactyl-like monster on Crichton Street.
I didn't realize what street you're on. That's awesome. For those who don't know, because there's a lot of people that don't, the novel Jurassic Park was written by Michael Crichton.
That's the joke.
Yes. I still, to this day, run across people who are just barely going into college going, oh, no, Jurassic Park was an idea that Steven Spielberg came up with. No. No, you have, how many Crichton movies have actually been made?
So many, and that's
Congo.
Congo, the Andromeda Strain, and that's when and that depends whether you want to define it as ones that he directed himself or ones that were just adaptations. Because I know Andromeda Strain he adapted himself.
Yes.
And then there were a bunch of other movies based on his works that he had done.
And Andromeda Strain has been adapted a few times, hasn't it?
A few times, but I know that there was one around. It was shortly after Jurassic Park that he decided to direct himself. All right, so we are in the Al Camilla Hospital.
Oh, get out. Ah! This is the new area. So let's see if we can at least get some of these healing items, and that should help out.
Well,
because I do see like some legit first aid kits that we can actually get.
Speaking of which...
Yeah, so it might be a good idea for us to just grab them.
Alright, so the ampoule brings it back to high. This is medium.
Okay, so around the drawbridge, there's a set of stairs that we can actually climb.
Okay.
And that'll give us, or that'll lead us to a first aid kit.
All
I
right, so
think we're pretty close.
have to make our way back to Crichton, coming off of Kuntz Street.
Yeah, because the Alchemilla Hospital is basically the next area. So let's see if we can at least get these healing items and at least be more prepared for it.
Yep.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas. But yeah, like Crichton has so many movies. I know that my dad was a fan of Crichton, but not like a hardcore fan. He didn't read everything written by Crichton.
And plus, there's also a case where sometimes there are just some things you didn't realize were based on the stuff from the same author. Like, many people may not realize that Total Recall and Blade Runner are based on works from the same author, Philip K. Dick, because Blade Runner...
Oh, there's a set of stairs on both sides of the bridge.
Yes.
So there you go. That's why it was bullets and not.
Yes, and so, because I know, like, with Philip K. Dick, a lot of stuff based on his work, because, like, Real Steel is based on a Philip K. Dick story, and then, I'm trying to think, because Total Recall, Real Steel, Minority Report's another one.
Oh, these are actually before you cross. So, go back to the tower, and there should be 2 sets of stairs with first aid kits. That's why we couldn't find them. I just love the fact that that's kind of this game's atmosphere. Okay, so there's a health drink. That's helpful.
This looks like some building that can be explored.
Yeah.
If it'll... I guess not.
But the first aid kits are actually at sets of stairs. So go a little bit further to the left. And... okay, this is officially the bridge. So... cross the other side, I guess. And
I guess so. I'm so used to having to a game where I can control the camera. It's weird.
Oh, that's just kind of how games work these days.
Yeah, of course, it doesn't help that prior to coming here, I was making my way through the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Oh, how are you liking it so far?
Oh, I've been enjoying it. I haven't gotten very far yet because I've been having to do it in very short bursts.
Yeah, that's kind of what me and Andrea had to do. Like at the end of the day, we had to basically just make our way an hour at a time, and if we were really lucky and she got out of work early, we got 2 hours.
Yeah. For me, I've basically just been making my way through. I've got 2 of the medallions so far is where I'm at, and I'm still in the police station. I started as Leon.
All right, yeah, that's actually what the game encourages you to do. You start as Leon, then you do Claire, and then you can do it however you want. But if you want the story the way that the remake intends to tell it, there you go. If you want the story the way that the remake entails to tell it, you have to be Leon first.
Yeah, because I know, like, the word from Capcom is that the...
Well, hold on, there's a...
Yeah, there's something there, but it didn't respond when I pressed X.
Yeah.
So, I'm guessing it's just...
There we go. Shotgun shells, so that'll be helpful. Maybe we got the other first aid kit already.
Possibly.
So, at that point, let's go ahead and cross back over.
Yeah, and so... Yeah, because I know with, like, the official, like, stance from Capcom is that the official canon order going from the original game is that it's Leon A, Claire B is, like, considered the canon version of the story.
Yep.
But at least with that game, they made it work in the sense that, hey, no matter which way you play it, most of the details line up, just a few minor things change.
I like the fact that it at least kind of tries to explain some plot holes that were in the original game. You're not that far in, but once you get in there later, a lot of stuff is going to start to make sense that didn't before in the original.
Yeah.
And you could go ahead and go right to the hospital.
Yeah,
that was
just gotta deal with the monsters.
Yep. Because that's all the healing items that we were able to get.
I should probably see how much ammo I've got. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not hurting too much.
We're doing okay, at least for the moment. We know how to play survival horror. We know how to do that. Yeah, me and Andrea absolutely enjoyed it even though it took us a couple of weeks. Here's what we were literally doing. We were playing Resident Evil 2 for an hour, and then we would play Kingdom Hearts 3 for like an hour and a half, and then we'd go to bed.
Yeah.
Because by that point, it was like 12:31 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I have no problem saying that as parents, we were kind of tired and cranky those few weeks, just because we really wanted to make our way through those games.
Yeah. That's kind of how I've been doing it as well, just like starting out with Resident Evil, switching to Kingdom Hearts, although I've been moving at a snail's pace through both games.
Yeah.
Like, in Kingdom Hearts, I've only just barely got to the toy box.
That's fine, though, in all honesty. Like, because you're probably taking the time to explore, and that's probably what Andrea would have wanted to do if she didn't have me to play with, which is I'm, like, cut straight to the point. Not that I'm not that bad, but I really do want to see the plot.
Yeah.
So,
for me, it's also a case where Dragon Quest Builders has kind of been eating up a lot of my time.
That could be it too.
Yeah, because I've been playing the Switch version since I can take that with me to work and play on my breaks, and